Hi, my name is Brendan Murphy, and my project is called The Path to the Draft, Jake Schuster. Jake is one of the most highly touted athletes to come through Marywood in a very long time, and quite possibly the best baseball player to come through this program. I was able to sit with him, talk with him about all sorts of aspects of his baseball career, his outside career, his major, life in general, and I really think this whole project turned out well, all things considered. I had a lot more planned for the spring had there been a baseball season, but with the coronavirus going on, it was a little bit difficult to get anything in terms of baseball footage in the spring, so I had to go with what I had from the fall. And having worked on this for a while, it helped that I had some pretty solid footage. Overall, I think this is a very successful project, although there were some things that I wish I could have done, but I'm very happy with the finished product, and overall, I think you'll all enjoy it. So being close friends with Jake, it was a little bit easier to get some of these shots, as I could just shoot him a text and say, hey, let's go do something. I need some footage, and it was able to get done. One of the things that we were able to incorporate was something he does off the field, and that is golf. And there's some different things that golf does mentally that helps him with baseball, and he talked a little bit about that during the documentary. So without any further ado, here is The Path to the Draft, Jake Schuster. I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to read you a list of statistics here. This is the number of Division III players that were drafted each year. 2014, there were 15. 2015, there were 11. Then 20, 12, 11, and 9 this past year. What would it mean to be part of a class like that, of an elite group of Division III athletes getting drafted to play professional baseball?
I mean, it would mean the world. My dad's been a role model of mine ever since I was little. I always obviously looked up to him. He taught me things about the game and about life and how they all just coincide within each other, and about how it is just a game. And there's a lot of people out there that wish that they were in the shoes that we're all in here, or Division II or Division I, or even professional guys. A lot of people wish that they could be in their shoes. So I mean, it's just a great honor, great opportunity to say that I've played baseball for this long. High school was sort of a struggle for me, but that's kind of like a bright point of mine. That makes me think, like, without high school, I probably wouldn't be in the position that I am in today. State semi, facing a Division I commit, went to West Virginia. Very good pitcher, threw 3 pitches for strikes. It was 1-0 in the top of the 7th. We were losing. We worked the bases loaded, and I came up with 1 out, and I hit a sac fly to center field, scored a run, and then we ended up winning on a home run in, I believe, the 8th inning, the next inning. And then the state final came, and I was on base 3 times. I had an RBI, and I had 2 runs scored in a 4-3 win.
Why don't you tell us what we're doing here, Jake?
Playing golf. Well, I started playing golf probably when I was around 10 or 11 years old. I was playing left-handed, and then came high school, I just couldn't hit a golf ball left-handed anymore, so I switched over to right-handed. It's like a desire that I have to get better at things that I'm not good at. I don't know, I've always just been that way, just always been competitive. I hate losing. Definitely makes you mentally tougher. I mean, in golf, what are you going to go out there and you're going to shoot 18 under par and you're going to shoot like a 49, like, you know, whatever it is, not something like that. So, I mean, it helps to keep mental toughness through adversity. It helps you kind of just keep in mind that there's always something that comes next. Like, you hit a bad shot like me just now, you always got the next shot. It's the same thing with baseball. Like,
you strike out, you always got your next at bat.
How'd we finish up today?
85. Not horrible, not great. Left a lot of chips out there today. Didn't really get close to the pin, but you know, that's what next time's for. Hey, let's do it today, huh? No way. Why lose half phone? Leave everything out there to the lines, all right?
I think it's just a great feeling, you know, having that there's younger kids that look up to you, younger kids that want to follow your footsteps. But the biggest thing is just, you know, leading by example, you know, and hoping that other players pick up on your ins and outs of baseball and little things that you do, even if you don't even realize that you do them.
I think as coaches, sometimes you get tuned out on things, you hear them every day. But when you have players who could sort of, I guess, relay that, sort of what you're looking to do, take a leadership role on the field. When we don't have to say anything, it's taken care of. That's just stress relieving. It's program defining, because those freshmen, those sophomores see how he works, see the work that he puts in. He doesn't do it in a cheating way. He doesn't try to, get by, circumvent the system in any way. He just puts the work in and works hard. And for, 20, 30 other guys to see that and to see the progress he's had and he's made, that's the kind of kid you want leading your program.
Yo, ready for this fire handshake? Yeah, bro. I see him every time. Oh, yeah, bro. You changed it up.
It really all started sophomore winter, before the big year. We really just broke everything down. We said, okay, what are our tendencies? So we tried to fix those. And then we looked into kind of more so the analytical side of hitting. So we found out that the majority of my hard hit balls were to second base, and they weren't on that optimal launch angle. So we really went in there and we did specific drills, to get off your backside, launch angle drills, keeping the bat path through the zone longer, and stuff like that, catching a ball out in front. A big guy who really started launch angle for me, and you could really notice it, was Daniel Murphy. Daniel Murphy was a huge launch angle guy. He said that hitting a line drive to him was like hitting a ground ball to anybody else, because he just wanted to see those fly balls, his fly ball number higher, because in the game of baseball, you're not doing any damage with a ground ball, because you would hope that anybody at a higher level of baseball can field a ground ball and throw you out of first base. So what does that do? But if you hit a fly ball, there's a better chance of catching it clean, sending it into a gap, or possibly over the fence. So that was really what we just started to look at, started to focus our workouts on, and it worked. At first, I was just shocked that I even got that honor to be named an All-American. But as time progressed, I really thought, maybe I am this good, and I need to keep working hard. And it's not over yet. The road's not coming to an end quite yet, and I just got to keep working and keep going.
For most of the year, he hit 480, which is just a ridiculous number at any level. So for us, it's not that you expected it, but just because you've witnessed it all year, you sort of knew, going in that he had a great chance. But to hear it is just awesome. It's great for the program, but it's great for him. I think when you put in that hard work, it's great to be recognized. So I felt more proud for him than I did anything else, just because he's a great kid, and he's a great leader. But he had a great year. He deserved it for sure. I think I would tell any kind of scout, and I have told him before, is that once he gets around guys that are as good and better than him, I think the ceiling is, we don't know what it is for him. Because you surround Jake Schuster with a bunch of Jake Schusters, you're going to get the best, I think, out of Jake Schuster. So I think we haven't seen the level where he could reach yet, and that's scary because he's a really good hitter now. His approach, and he could play multiple positions. He's very, very versatile. He was a good catcher when he came in here. We put him in left. He was a very good left fielder. We put him in at first base, and he's the first-team All-American. So it shows that he could play anywhere. I think he can hit anywhere in the lineup because he has speed. He is sneaky fast for how big he is. But also, he can get a single when you need it. He could drive the baseball to the gap for a double when you need it. And then also, he could hit a 3-run homer when you need it as well. So we talk about a baseball player. He's a complete player. I just think that you get him around a bunch of guys who are good, he's going to become very, very good because he's a competitive guy as well.
It would mean the world. Be a dream come true. And, I wouldn't care what team it is, just any team that's willing to give me a chance, see if I can prove something. But it would just mean the world. All that hard work paid off, but it wouldn't be over yet.
I hope you enjoyed the Path to the Draft, Jake Schuster. It was really a lot of work and a lot of fun to make, and I really enjoyed it. A documentary was something that I was not all that familiar with until I took Dr. Lawrence's documentary class in the fall. And that class was really instrumental in me deciding to make a documentary for my final project. And overall, getting to know Jake on a deeper level, a more personal level, was something that I really liked and enjoyed to take away from this experience. We came to Marywood on a recruiting visit, February of 2016. He had long hair, he was shy, he didn't say much, and from where he was then to where he is now, he's a leader on the baseball team. He's one of the best baseball players I've ever played with, one of the best players I've seen with my own two eyes that's not in professional baseball. And it was really a joy to watch him grow as an athlete and watch him grow as a person. And this documentary, I hope, was able to help enhance that growth and help you get to see what he did to get better as a baseball player and get better as a person. Overall, there's a lot of thank yous that I owe, but I feel like I'm going to forget some people, so I don't want to name everybody, because if I do forget somebody, I will feel really horrible about it. But overall, for everybody who helped me in production, in getting myself equipment, editing, producing, everything that I needed, thank you so much. It was so helpful, from Jake's family to the faculty here at Marywood, to the baseball team, the athletic department, everybody that was involved. Thank you so much. It really was an amazing experience to be able to put this together. And I really hope that this documentary can really be seen by some outsiders, maybe in the baseball industry, that could say, hey, this is a kid that we might want to take a look at because he's a really good person and he's a really good baseball player. So if there are any scouts that stumble upon this video, be sure to take a look at Jake. He's a great player, great person, and he's somebody that will really help your organization. So that will do it for me. So thank you for watching the Path to the Draft, Jake Schuster, and hopefully I will see you one day on some major sports network when I'm sitting in the booth as a play-by-play announcer.